Hey guys, Coach Andrea checking in for day 13 of the 21-day fix. We are almost 2 weeks in, and today was definitely, I would not consider a win for me. It wasn't necessarily a fail either, but it was definitely a more difficult day for me to stick to the program. I knew it was going to be difficult because of the things that I had on my schedule, so I did try to prepare for that, which is key. But I started out the day with my Shakeology, and then my in-laws came for the day, and my mother-in-law and I made a bunch of soup that I can freeze and have on hand for my children and for quick, nutritious, healthy meals for later. So that's my fit tip of the day. Plan ahead. Make sure you have plenty of things on hand so you don't get stuck at a drive-through or whatever wondering what you're going to be eating for dinner. But while I was working on that, I did have like two little taste tests of the soup. It was chicken noodle soup, so that necessarily isn't on the plan right now. It is, but I wouldn't want to exhaust all of my starches and sodium intake at one meal. So I didn't necessarily eat the soup, but I did have to taste it a few times to make sure that everything was okay for seasoning wise. I had some Subway for lunch. My husband brought that home for us, so I thinned out the bread as much as I possibly could, trying to save as much of my starches and things for later in the day because my husband's company banquet was this evening, and I had no way to prepare for or plan for what type of food was going to be served. I had an idea, and so I knew that I would need to watch through the day, and that is what I tried to do. When I got to the banquet, there was a breaded, like Parmesan cheesy chicken, some red roasted potatoes, some sauteed vegetables, a leafy salad. That was the main staples of the meal. And so I had some chicken. I picked as much of the breading off of as I could. I had a few red roasted potatoes. I had a tiny little bit of pasta salad. I had some vegetables, and I just really watched my portions, and I also had my salad with a little bit of dressing. The main fail, though, was that I had bread. Eek. I had not eaten for several hours. I'm talking like 4, 5, or 6 by the time, actually probably like 6, by the time our dinner was actually served, and that was a fail for me. I should have had a snack in the middle there. This program is designed for 5 small meals minimum, and I could tell that I was definitely way too hungry, which what happens when we get way too hungry? We overeat. So I tried to take it slow and definitely watched my portions. That wasn't so much of an issue, just that I know I overdid the starches by having the bread. I was trying to avoid it, and I was so hungry, and I failed. It happens. So the other fail is that I have not exercised yet today. Gasp. I have not missed a single workout on this program and have had no intention to, but it's almost 10 o'clock and I'm exhausted, and I'm not going to go put it in at this point. I never had a chance to do it because I didn't get up early enough this morning. Once we started our food prep, I was not able to get it in. So it happens to all of us. It really does. And so tomorrow, it being yoga day, I'm going to do my Dirty 30 first thing in the morning, and then my yoga later in the day. That's not ideal, but it happens, and it's life, and no one's perfect, and we all have those days. So I like to show that too, that I have days where I struggle just like everyone else. So I don't think today was a huge fail. I don't think it's going to really negatively affect me. I've down almost another pound this week, so I'm not overly worried about it, but tomorrow's a new day and I'm going to get back on it, and same for you. If you have one day where it's not perfect, it's not the end of the world. You just get back up and start anew the next day. So I'll see you tomorrow.